Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I'm standing here in my little 10 by 10 office, and I'll give you a tour of it here in a moment so you can see better what I've got to work with. But recently I ordered a Greenscreen. I think it was $30 off of Amazon. Comes with everything for hanging it on the wall and so forth. And I thought, well, I'm going to play with it and just have some fun. And that's basically how I spend my days, is playing and having fun. And most of the time I'm making a video, which I love to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to show you what I call the poor man's green screen, okay? And I'll show you the size of my office, and then we'll go through the steps that I use to set up my green screen. So let's get started. All right, as you enter through the door, over to the right is a closet where I don't store any clothing. It's basically where I put all my junk. And then we come around the room, and there's that window, which is really bright, which is nice for making videos during the daytime. And then I go over here, and there's my computer that I usually use to make videos, and my memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you here. That was my very first QSL card as a ham radio operator, and that was my dad's that I made for him. And so anyway, that's my memorabilia. And then of course I've got the quieting so that I don't have a whole lot of echo. When I was making my audio books, I had to put that up all around the area where I was recording. And then of course here's my my favorite wall. This is where all of my grandson's pictures are hanging that he has drawn for me, and letters and stuff that he has written. And there's my printers. And then over here, these are pictures of airplanes. My wife gave me that as a gift. And my son Bruce, who also gave me the Mavic 2 Zoom, he made this up. He sketched that, and that's him and me flying on RC models. That's him and me when I had my Cessna 170, and he would help me refuel it. And so anyway, and then we get back over here to the door. Now this is a little 10 by 10 room, and so this is where I have to do my work. And so that's why I call it a poor man's green screen, because it's all crowded together. All right, so let's go to the first step of putting the green screen up. All right, I happen to have a bunch of PVC pipe from projects I've been working on in the past. I had a lot left over, so these are, I don't know if these are probably, they're probably 6 foot lengths of PVC pipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them over the rod up there in the closet. I don't know if you can see it in this view, but I'm going to put them over the rod, and they're going to hang out here, and they are going to hold an old fluorescent light that will give me my top light. You have to have a lot of light in order to make a green screen. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it up here like above the hanger rod and back to the wall. And I'll take this other one and I'll go to the other side and put it at the other end of the rod, and that rod can hold quite a bit of weight. So that's how I'm going to hold an overhead light, which is just an old fluorescent shop light that I've had laying around for years, and I found a good use for it. Okay, next step, I'm going to hang the green screen before I put my light up here, because it will pretty much just be in the way and I'm liable to knock it down on my head, which I do things like that. Okay, so now then, these are the two hangers that come with it, and I'm just going to drop it out like this, and unfold it, and I'll lay that one down over there. I'll bring this one up, and I have a command hook. Now that I had to buy, so that command hook cost me, well, they're not cheap, put it that way. Okay, and the other end is here, and I stretch it up here, like so, and then we'll work on the bottom pretty soon. Okay, so we got the Greenscreen hung. Now we need to get it all nice and squared out. I'll show you how I do that next. Now I've got some old weights from what my brother gave me. He worked for the railroad, and I don't know what they came out of, but anyway, they're like bearings or something. So I've got that. But books will work for weights too if you've got a lot of old books. Anything that's going to hold down the corners of the Greenscreen. So I'll show you how we do that. Okay, we'll go to this side, pull it over. And kind of stretch it down. Go to that side, pull it over, and you'll notice that there's a little bit of a wrinkle here. So we need to move this one over further, pull it down underneath the weight. Okay, got that much done. All right, this is my old shop light, and if you don't have an old shop light, you're going to be kind of hurting for putting a light up on top of these things here. But you know, if you're going to get serious about green screening, well then you know, you go to Walmart or somewhere and just buy a shop light, and you won't even have to hang it, because you can just take it down, put it away, and then get it back out to do your green screen, which is what I'm doing. So let's put this up. Okay, I'm not worried that it isn't centered or anything. It should be pretty close to center, but it needs to be away from the wall so that it shines back this way and down on top of the person. And so anyway, now we'll plug that in, and then I think we'll go to the next step. Okay? All right, now we're going to plug this in, get as much light as we can. I've got a light over here that is shining kind of up in the air. I've got the window open all the way, and of course the sun's not as bright as it was. I've got my other fluorescent light that's in the room on, and a fluorescent light that's built in over here, and then I've got a light from the living room, and we'll get this plugged in and turn it on and get as much light as we can. So let's do that. Oh, gotta get my extension cord. Forgot that. One thing you can do is you can just gather lights from all over the house, which is kind of some of what I did. Okay, this is as much light as I can get, and I want to stand back as close to the green screen as possible so that it's coming in on my face rather than on top of my head. And I could probably move that out further, and let's see if we can just move it out just a little bit further. See if it makes any difference. Maybe it'll make difference. Who knows? But now I should be able to turn on green screen in my editing program. My editing program is Kdenlive, Kdenlive, which is a free program, and like so many other programs, it has chroma key built into it, and so there's a lot of videos on YouTube how to use Kdenlive and the chroma key. So I won't go into that, but this is my poor man setup, and it works. Well, it works. I'm improving as time goes by, but you know, if you want to use green screen, and well, we got to get back closer here. If you want to use green screen and chroma key and all that stuff, if you're doing any teaching or you know, Bible studies or lessons for school, presentations, and you want to put yourself down in the corner and have the other stuff on the background in the background, well then. That's what chroma key is for, and it's for using with the green screen. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know. I don't mind answering comments. I love to get them. So I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.